So I had already prepped the nails off camera. I'm just putting pH bond and protein bond on the natural nails. So this set is going to be a clear full set to start off with, and I'm using the Young Nails fast drying acrylic powder, and then the monomer that I'm using, I believe it is C&D retention monomer. And for this hand, I tried to do like the 3-ball method because, like I said before, I kind of don't follow the same thing every single time just because everybody's nails are different. But I didn't really like the 3-ball method, but I did do it on this particular hand. But when I switched to the other hand, I just ended up doing 2 beads. And like I mentioned before, for my next hand, I only did 2 beads just because I feel like it worked better as opposed to the 3. It still is about the same amount of product, but it's just a lot smoother. And I still did build my apex regardless of only using 2 beads. So now I'm about to go in with my core safety bit, and this is one of my favorite bits. It's a smaller bit, so it's not as easy to cut somebody with just because you have a lot more control with it. And I am using my Kiara Sky nail drill, and I believe it's on like a speed 20. And I'm just using it to go under the nail just to get any acrylic that kind of fell under it. And then I'm also using it to smoothen the nail and then to also kind of seal it with the cuticle area. And I do touch the fingernail just to make sure it is smooth, because it can look smooth, especially when it's clear and it's not. And I'm also using it to fix my sidewall, because you see it got a little wonky right there. And you just want to just keep doing that until you get like your shape back and when the nail is smooth. So after I use that bit, I do go in with a file and I just kind of like sharpen up my work. So I'll just file it at a 90 degree to get the bottom sharp, and then 180 to get the sidewall sharp. And I also pull back the skin a little bit. And then I just take the file like on top of the nail to really smoothen it out. So you see me doing it again, pulling back the skin to get the sidewalls lifted a little bit, and then going on top of the nail just to make sure it's smooth. And then it also kind of helps to get rid of like the boxiness to the nail, and it makes it look a little bit more natural. Now here you're about to see me flip the nails over, and this is just to make sure everything looks good, because you know this is actually what your client can see, and some of my nails were a little crooked, so I was just fixing them up a little bit. And now I'm going in with this cuticle bit. I don't know exactly what it's called, but it just gets that excess acrylic off of the nail so that it is very flushed and you won't have any lifting after using this. And you can't really see, but I am buffing the nails out. You're buffing them on top and underneath just to get any excess product from underneath the nail. And you kind of want to do this a little faster just so you're getting all the scratches out the nail. And you could also use like a fine bit and go over top of the nail. It'll get the scratches out just as well. But I really just like using the buffer more so. Now you're just going to want to have your client flip her hands over, and then you want to add some cuticle oil and then send her to the restroom to go wash her hands. And after washing, I just take a lint-free wipe with some alcohol on it just to get the excess oil or any dust that she might have collected on her nails on the way back to the seat. Since we are doing loose glitter Frenchies, you want to make sure you top coat first, because you can't really top coat after you put the glitter on, because it's not going to give the same effect once it has a top coat on it. So you just want to make sure you use top coat first. And this is the Koopa top coat. And I am going to end up going underneath the nail just in case when I do my Frenchies you can kind of see the clearness. This just makes it look even more clear than what it already is. So now I'm just going to be doing like a white French just so I can see exactly where the glitter needs to be really put at, and just so the glitter knows like this is where it's going to stick at, because I did try to use clear just so you didn't have to like see a little bit of white, but I couldn't personally see where I was putting my lines, so I just found that using white was a little bit easier and it'll still kind of give that same effect that we wanted. So as you saw, I did not cure the white. We're going to go straight into putting the glitter on top of the white. You can get it on the other part of the nail because it's already cured. You just kind of want to tap the excess off and make sure you're covering all the white. And after doing so, you just want to cure the nails for 30 seconds, brush the excess glitter off, and then here is the finished look.